What's up, guys? Today I just want to make a quick video talking about coil life and, getting the most out of your coils. Listen, before I start, everybody knows I love my Prince tank. And for some reason, I don't know why, smock gets a lot of hate. I don't know why. Listen, people, stop the hate, man. Stop the vape hate. If this is working for you, if you got smock, you bought a kit, come all in one and it works for you, it's great. You quit smoking. That's great, man. That's all that matters. Don't worry about what everybody else says. Don't worry about the hate. I don't know why they do it. you know, Maybe they had bad experiences. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they just think that their product is better than yours. I don't know why. But man, stop the hate. Just enjoy what you're vaping on, and stop hating on what everybody else is vaping on. It don't make no difference. If it works for you, great. First thing I want to talk about is priming your coils. When you get these coils, it don't matter if it's smock, and all this it's not gonna matter if it's a smock coil or it's any other sub-ohm coil. When you first get your coils, you need to prime them. You need to take the coil out, before you put it in. Don't drip a few drops on the top of it, drip a few drops on the side. Put it in there, put your tank together, fill it up, and let it sit at least 10 minutes. When you start vaping on it, don't start out at the high end of the coil. Whatever the recommended watt is, start at the low end. You know, Start at the low end, take a couple hits. If you're comfortable there, great, and stay there. Me, it's too weak at the low end. Move it up just a little at a time. I'd say 5 watts. Until you reach, that maximum watt that says the coil can handle. That you're comfortable with. I like a warm hit. So I like the higher watts. I like the coils that can do a higher watt. That's another thing. Select the coil that's right for you. Because all these coils come in a big range, as far as wattages goes. I noticed, especially with these, the higher watts, like this T10 has a more restricted airflow. It's because it's a bunch of little coils in there. It's more restricted airflow. You get higher watts. It's a warmer vape. Some of the other ones, when you might have just one big single coil down there, it's a lot more airflow, it's a lot more cooler, and you hit it at lower watts. One con I know of for sure for smock coils is they overrate the coils. They overrate the wattage power on them. I mean, if you hit them things, if you got a 0.4 coil, you're not going to be hitting that thing at 100 watts. It's just, I'm not saying it won't keep up, because it might keep up, but you're going to burn that coil up. Now, one like this, it's rated at a 0.12. I can see hitting that at 100 watts. I hit this at 100 watts all day, and it's fine. But a 0.4 coil, something like that, 55, 65 watts, is about all you need to get out of it. You've heard people talk about poking holes in the coils. If you haven't, well, I'm telling you, it works for me. You need your little sewing needle, just a regular, straight sewing needle. Any kind should work. Some people say to poke the holes in the coil at the beginning of the coil life. I've never done that. I do mine at the end. The moment I start noticing that flavor's going down, or it's not, the vape is not as moist as I like it to be. If you're vaping on it and it tastes dry, if you ain't getting that moisture, it probably means the cotton's not saturating right. If you take that needle and poke the holes through those little feed slots, you can start out with one hole on each one, If that don't work, do 2 holes. You know, you can even put 3 holes. But if you do that, it always makes my coil last at least a couple more days. You know, so you can extend that coil life. But if you're hitting this dry and you burn it up, it's too late. If you burn that cotton, if you burn the cotton in these sub-ohm tanks, it ain't no saving it. You know, it's too late. You might as well throw it out. If you do that before you burn it up, the first time you start noticing, you know, it tastes a little dry, or you know, you might even have a little funny taste to it. It's just, the flavor's just getting weak. Poke them holes in it. You know, it'll save that coil a lot. But all right, guys, that's all I want to talk about today. I just want to make a quick video. I ain't got anything for review today. Just talk a little vaping. And yeah, stop the hate, guys. All right, bye.